Today we are going to make 3 dishes using Korean radish. We'll make Kkakdugi, which is a type of radish kimchi, the pickled radish that comes with Korean fried chicken, and a simple radish soup. Let's start with the easiest one, the pickled radish, also known as chicken radish. Chicken radish is just as simple to make as it looks. All you need is water, sugar, and vinegar in equal parts. The most important part is to pour it over the radish as soon as it starts boiling. That way, the radish cooks slightly and keeps that nice crunchy texture. If you haven't tried it before, it might seem too simple to be that good, but when you eat it with fried chicken, it's actually really delicious. It helps refresh your palate and balances the richness. Let's move on to Kkakdugi. As I mentioned earlier, you can think of Kkakdugi as a type of radish kimchi. It's something people eat at home very often, and you'll almost always find it in restaurants that serve mukbang, a Korean dish where rice is mixed with soup. I'm going to use something called new sugar here. It's a type of artificial sweetener commonly used in Korea, especially for pickling. It helps add sweetness without making the liquid too heavy or sticky. You might be thinking of saccharin. They are similar, but not exactly the same. New sugar is usually a blend, often including saccharin with other ingredients to make the taste milder and more balanced. So it gives you sweetness but with a cleaner finish. I also wanted to share this. In Korea, kimchi, including Kkakdugi, is not just something like a salad. It's something people eat almost every day with almost every meal. That's why we even have a tradition called kimchi, where people prepare a large amount of kimchi to last through the winter. I'm not sure if there's a similar concept where you live, a vegetable dish that's always on the table. But in Korea, kimchi is exactly that kind of food. There is even a saying that you can tell how good a restaurant is just by tasting their kimchi. This reminds me of a friend of mine from the United States. One time she came over to my place and we ordered tteokbokki, braised pig's feet. It usually comes with something called 새우젓, which I'm also using today for the Kkakdugi. 새우젓 is made from small shrimp that are fermented with salt. But when she saw it for the first time, she looked at it and said, "Why are there Dutch baby shrimp in this container?" I still remember that moment. For us, it's a very common ingredient. We use it in kimchi and sometimes eat it with meat as well. Not just Kkakdugi, but many Korean pickled or fermented dishes actually taste better after a few days. As they sit, the seasoning gets absorbed more deeply and the flavors become more balanced.
맛있는 냄새나.
With this Kkakdugi, after just one day, it started releasing more liquid and tasted even better. Of course, it's still delicious when it's freshly made. In many places, people tend to think that food gets worse over time, but with dishes like this, as long as you store them properly in the fridge, they can last quite a while and continue to develop more flavor. Now let's make beef radish soup. You don't really see this dish in restaurants, but it's something people eat very often at home in Korea. It's simple, light, and comforting. The kind of food people grow up eating. The cooking process is actually very simple, but the flavor is deep and satisfying, so I highly recommend trying it. It's especially nice on a cold day or when you want something warm and gentle. And suddenly I'm curious, how do people eat radish in your country? Let me know in the comments. As I keep making these videos, I've noticed there are certain ingredients that I use again and again. Minced garlic and green onions, for example, they are used in so many Korean dishes. And some of the most common seasonings are soy sauce, gochujang, doenjang, sesame seeds, black pepper, sesame oil, and fish sauce. These might sound unfamiliar at first, but these days they are actually quite easy to find at Asian grocery stores in many countries. Now that everything is ready, I feel pretty satisfied. Everything looks so good. I kind of wish I could just step into the screen and start eating. By the way, the chicken wasn't homemade, it's a frozen product. I just used the air fryer to go with the pickled radish. The radish soup, Kkakdugi, and chicken radish all turned out really well. They're all simple to make, but very delicious. So if you're watching, I hope you give them a try. Thank you for watching today. If you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a comment. See you in the next video.